So if you're looking for an acoustic guitar that plays great, sounds great, and does not cost thousands and thousands of pounds, this is a guitar that you might want to put onto your radar. And when I tell you the price of this thing, hopefully you're going to be as surprised as I was to find out what this thing actually costs. In this video, we're going to be checking out the Washburn Apprentice F5. So the Washburn Apprentice F5 is an acoustic guitar that carries what most of us would probably consider to be an entry-level price tag. But do not let the price tag put you off what this guitar actually is. This is a guitar that, yes, is affordable and is absolutely perfect for beginner guitar players. If you're a beginner and you want to get a guitar that doesn't cost a ton of money, but plays and sounds great and will last you a long time, this should absolutely be on your radar. But that's not where this stops. This could quite easily be a guitar that someone who is already a great player could pick up and use. I would even go as far as to say you could modify this slightly and add a pickup system to this and even take this out on a gig if you wanted to. Because what Washburn have done is they've created a guitar that costs less than £200 in the UK. In the UK, these are going off the shelves at about £170. Obviously check your local currency conversions for your own local prices. But you have a guitar that, you know, if you told me this cost £500 or £600, I would quite easily believe you. This even comes with a hard shell case, which for a guitar that's under £200 is pretty crazy. I don't think I've actually seen any other acoustic guitar under that price that comes with a hard shell case. So in this video, we're going to be checking this thing out and we're going to hear some of the sounds that this thing can produce. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know that this is a sponsored video, so a big thank you to the guys at Washburn for sponsoring the video and for sending me this really cool guitar to check out. But as always, all the thoughts and opinions in the video are my own. Now, like I said, under £200, so the instant thing you might think is that obviously there's going to be a compromise with the materials used. But when I was looking at the spec sheet of this, again, I was really quite surprised at some of the choices they made. And they've used a lot of things that you would once again expect to find on a higher end guitar. So I'm currently still not sure how they can justify selling these for what they sell them for, given that they play great, they sound great, and they come with a hard case, and they're still under £200. So the jury's out on that one, but I'm very impressed with this and what they've kind of packaged for that price. So spec-wise, we have a guitar that is what they refer to as a folk body shape. So this is kind of like your OM style shape. It's a little bit smaller than a dreadnought style. It's thinner than a dreadnought style. So again, if you're a new guitar player and you don't want to get used to a big bulky body, this is a really good shape. I actually prefer this shape of acoustic personally. I don't like the huge low end that, you know, a jumbo or a dreadnought has. I actually prefer the OM styles because they're a little bit pokier and a bit more mid-rangey, which for me is just a nicer sound. So construction-wise, we have a spruce top on this guitar, which as you can see is a very high gloss finish, and it's natural wood color, which is pretty standard for most acoustics. We have mahogany sides on this thing and a mahogany back. Also, again, as you can see, very, very high gloss. The neck of the guitar is also made from mahogany, but where the wood choices change a little bit is in this fretboard. Now, the Washburn website says that this fretboard is made from engineered wood. Now, I don't know exactly what that is because there's no full explanation of what that is. It looks a little bit like rosewood, but obviously it's not. They've obviously made some kind of composite wood here, which to be honest with you is not uncommon in the acoustic guitar world. Many acoustic manufacturers will use different composite woods for fretboards, so yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's referred to on the website as engineered wood, so take that for what it is. On top of that, we've got 20 frets. On the Washburn website, it does not list the fret size, but they're not huge frets. I'd say they're just sort of standard size or kind of medium sized. And the guitar has a 25.5-inch scale length. Now obviously with this being a slightly more affordable guitar, we do have a plastic nut, and we've got these tuners at the top that are Grover style, but as you can see from the rear, they're not actual Grovers, they're just kind of Washburn's own take on those. From the factory, this comes strung up with Diodario EXP16 light gauge strings, and I should also mention the bridge, which is also made from that engineered wood that we talked about a little while ago. Again, I don't know exactly what that wood is, but it's been made obviously for this guitar line. It's a composite wood and it looks kind of rosewoodish. They've obviously gone for that sort of visual aesthetic. But spec-wise, that kind of is all there is to talk about. I mean, it's an affordable guitar. It's a no-frills instrument. So you're not getting crazy exotic woods here and all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff that kind of comes with a huge price tag. What you get here is a simple guitar that's straight to the point, but plays and sounds well above its price tag. So I'm going to play a bit now, and we're going to hear some different sounds from this. So this is not an electroacoustic. There's no pickup system or anything. It would be really easy to add one. So if you do buy one of these and you want to turn it into a gigging or recording guitar and you want the pickup system, it would be quite easy to add. This would be a great platform to mod up into a kind of even more functional acoustic guitar. If you like the way this plays and sounds and you want to take it live, you could very easily add a pickup to this. So you're going to be hearing this today with a microphone, the Lewitt Audio LCT440 condenser mic, which is right in front of me here. And that's going straight into my audio interface. So I'm just going to strum some chords to start with, and we're going to hear how the F5 sounds. So it's a really well balanced sound, but it does have quite a nice top end brightness to it. This would actually be a really great gigging acoustic, I think, because that top end would cut through very, very nicely. It's a little bit brighter than what I typically think an OM should sound like, but you know, this is fresh out the box with brand new strings as well. So bear that in mind with the tones you're hearing. But it's very comfortable to play. The neck on this is great as well. It's actually a really comfortable neck. Washburn have actually thought about the kind of intended demographic here and actually kept the neck quite slim. It's a very kind of fast feeling acoustic neck, and the action's pretty low out of the box actually, and there's no kind of fret sprout out of this. So in terms of like how this feels out the box, it's very, very impressive. It doesn't feel like what you'd expect a guitar of this price would feel like out of the box. So I'm going to play a little bit more now, and I'm just going to do some picking stuff so you can hear some single note stuff on the guitar as well. So again, it's pretty well balanced even while playing single notes. The slightly slimmer neck actually adds to that playability, and even though it is an acoustic and obviously there are high gauge strings on there, you can still actually play lead on this thing quite comfortably. Now that's a combination of the slimmer neck with the lower action as well that really helps that. So this would actually be a great acoustic for electric players transitioning into acoustic as well, because it does have a slight more of a, you know, an electric guitar kind of feel, which is very nice actually. So now I'm just going to play some finger picking stuff as well so we can hear how this guitar sounds without it. There you go, there are some sounds and features of the Washburn Apprentice F5. Now, as I said earlier on in the video, I'm very, very impressed with this guitar. This packs a ton of cool features and playability into what would be considered an entry-level price point. So how Washburn have done that, I don't know, but I'm really glad they did, because this is a really cool guitar. Whether you're new to acoustic or someone like me who's predominantly an electric player that's looking to transition more into the acoustic world, or you're already a good player and you just want a really nice acoustic to kind of kick around the house or take out and play live, this is a great choice. And I mean, like I said, it's under £200. It comes with a hard case, plays great, sounds great. I mean, honestly, Washburn need to charge 3 times what they're charging for this thing. So I would get one of these now before they realize how good these things are and put the prices up. If you've played one of these, I'd love to hear your experience. So let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, let me know what you think of the sounds of this thing. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this guitar. There's some links down below where you can check this thing out. While you're doing that and leaving a comment, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Big thanks to Washburn once again for sponsoring the video and sending me this guitar to check out. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching.